No, it's not being deleted. I've never actually managed to complete a series on this channel, and even after deleting my old videos, that still remains true. Half-Life 2 ended at part 4, Super Mario 64 ended at part 1, Majora's Mask ended at part 1, and Portal 2 walkthrough actually made it to the end. This is the first series on my channel that I've actually felt a commitment to, and I seriously don't want it to end. But I'll be honest, I kind of rushed the idea of the series, and I mostly just wanted a way to get the clips out of my computer without just uploading them unlisted and showing to my friends. And because of that, I want to make this series what I envisioned it. A casual clips compilation with a couple of edits. Or Akwaso. What? So I've been making some changes to the series last month when I uploaded part 5, and I neglected to mention in part 5 that I was making these changes, but I'm here now. 1 month later. Here's a list of timestamps for some of the topics I'll be touching on in case you care to skip to anything else, but I recommend you hear everything that I have to say. First, I'll talk about the editing of the clips and the videos themselves. For those of you who may not have noticed, the way the clips have been edited in the past is kind of lackluster, and mostly just consists of me putting the full clip in the timeline, cutting out the parts before and after the clip's moment, and then me layering text over it. As a result, the video's total length averages to around 10 minutes, which, if I was monetized, would be a perfect opportunity to sneak several ads during clips and ruin your viewing experience. But I'm not monetized, and I'm not an asshole. But a lot of the time in those videos consists of moments where absolutely nothing is happening, which I like to refer to as blank space, and it makes the videos a lot more boring. And because of that, I'm going to do what I should have done for a while now, and make it so the video has almost no blank space for its entire duration. This pretty much means the clips will be trimmed down to include its moment. Just to give you an example of what impact this has, part 1's video length was 11 minutes 35 seconds, and it consisted of 5 clips. So if part 6's video length is 9 minutes 1 second, how many clips are in the video? 14. Because a lot of the clips are being trimmed down, their total length becomes a lot shorter, meaning I have to add more clips to fill in the time frame. So you can expect a lot more moments to come out of the clips and not as much blank space. As for all the other aspects of the video editing, there's going to be more small edits like zoom-ins, filters, and some more graphics, but only when the moment is appropriate for it. I want to make sure that the main highlights of the videos are the clips themselves and not the edits that I put over the clips like I've done in the past. And also I've done some small things with the text I overlay, like add emphasis to words by making them smaller, bigger, and more animated. Another thing that I plan to start using is Siege's match replay feature to get shots of the action that isn't happening directly in the clips or something that has relevance to it. But of course it's made 100 times more difficult since with every game update, match replay files get deleted. But at least it shows Ubisoft is steadily patching bugs more often, so props to you, Ubi. Actually, I found a way to save match replay files before they get deleted, so ignore my stupidity. You won't see any match replays in the next video, but you'll definitely see it in part 7, whenever that may be. Another thing I wanted to touch on is clip quality control. I've realized this before, but many of the clips I put into my videos aren't as interesting as they should be. Things like singular kills and 2Ks aren't really interesting on their own unless something crazy comes up with them. So as you can already imagine, I'm going to start quality controlling my clips to make sure I'm only showing what's interesting. So anything from 3Ks to 5Ks or singular kills that just blow people's minds away. By the way, I should mention that I'm quality controlling the gameplay clips and not the other clips that involve the funny moments between me, my brothers, and my friends. So rest assured that these clips aren't going anywhere, even if they're at my own expense. Next, I want to talk about the thumbnails of the videos. The thumbnails of the videos are pretty bland looking, and usually the point of a thumbnail is to encourage people to click on your video. Now, the past thumbnails have just been a still background, the logo taking 50% of the right, the featured operator taking 50% of the left with a grayscale and outer glow, and then the episode number to the top right. So it's pretty much as useless as letting YouTube choose the thumbnail for you and having people rely on the title of your video to watch it or not. So I changed them to represent the content of the video, but I also went for a simple approach to the thumbnails and not just full-on clickbait. And because parts 1 through 5 still exist, I've done myself the work of making new thumbnails for those videos as well, and honestly, I'm really happy with the outcome of them. It feels a lot more vibrant, and it also shows the highlight or a highlight from the videos with some added bonuses, so you can expect the thumbnails to start looking a lot more like this and not what it was before. And also, just a small thing, I changed the look of the logo so the cross is a lot more red and thick, and there's also no border to it. The intro and outro of the videos have changed, but it's mostly just the intro. The old intro was just a still logo and then text popping up with gunshots layered over it, and then an operator saying something relevant to the video. I've went ahead and made it a lot more animated, and I plan on opening all future videos with a clip and then layering the logo's animation over it. But I couldn't find a good clip to open up part 6 with, so you won't see the new logo animation in the next part, but I did make a little shit post to open up the video. The outro hasn't changed as much, I just added the new logo to the middle and made some of the text bigger, but I am considering removing these video previews because the cards at the end of the videos cover them up anyways. And finally, I want to talk about the pacing of the uploads. When I initially started the series, I didn't have a consistent upload schedule in mind, and to this day I still don't have one planned. There's two factors that make a consistent upload schedule hard, one of which, and quite possibly the most important, is gathering the clips themselves. Obviously, I'm not getting 4Ks and ace clutches every single day of the week when I play Siege, and not every round is going to be interesting. Because of this, it can take a lot of time to get clips, and sometimes I'm lucky to get even one clip from a 3-hour Siege session. Now, geniuses would say, just play Siege more. And you're right, but then the second factor comes into the equation, which is outside life. Whenever I'm not being a bumbling idiot on the internet, I'm a normal human being with things to manage like education and work, so I don't always have time for the fun stuff like playing Siege with friends or editing my own videos. And in my case, sometimes it's hard to get motivated to do something as simple as edit the video you're watching right now when you have a million other things you have to worry about. So taking these two factors into account, I've decided I'm going to pace myself on these uploads and not stress out over an upload schedule to the point where I consider quitting the series entirely. But I can safely say that you can expect at least one non-champion video every month. I know it's a long period of time, especially to those who count the days and minutes waiting for something to happen, like myself, but this might change in the future depending on how things turn out. So closing out the video, I want to thank you all for watching and bearing with my constant blabbering of words into a microphone, but I felt that it was important that you guys know about the changes coming to the series and my feelings about them. You can expect part 6 to come out within the next day or two. There's just some tiny things I have to work on first. I occasionally do editing streams on my Twitch channel. It's a pretty chill experience and I get to show the process of making the videos, but it's mostly just the text overlays. If you're interested, the link to my Twitch will be in the description below. Once again, thank you all so much for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one.